leaned back. So our feet were in the tub, we were both laying down. At the same exact time, we said, blanket?
Yeah.
Wow. I was hot. Let me turn that on now.
You can turn it off.
Okay.
Good morning. Welcome to today's video. It is going to be just a sit-down Q&A with Christopher and myself. Sorry, that was my story. Yeah, so we're going to get right on into it.
I feel like I see people all the time on YouTube that are just like, hey guys, we're getting right into it. I feel like we shouldn't just get into it.
Okay, how do you want to...
I feel like we should wait a second.
I'm going to have to get my ice cream partway through this.
Okay. Hold on.
Yeah.
Alright, now let's get into it.
Okay. Ooh, okay, no, I think this is a good question to start off with. How do y'all push How do y'all push each other to be your best without nagging? I think that's a good question.
Tough question.
It is tough, but I feel like we've both kind of learned, this is going to be different person to person. You kind of have to learn where that boundary is for each person, how much they can kind of take before getting frustrated or annoyed. Ask them how you can hold them accountable, like how you can help hold them accountable so you know what they want from you rather than just forcing your opinions. Like when you wanted to get up early and I was like, you didn't get up early again. Like getting up early was just like a habit for me. This was back when I was competing. And he said he wanted to get up early, so I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna hold you to that then. And he was like, I was just saying that, I don't really care. So knowing what the other person really wants and needs from you to help, I think is huge to start.
For me, we're pretty self-motivated, each of us.
Yeah.
So I mean, at least she is more than me. She doesn't need that much help doing anything. Staying, if she puts her mind to something, she has it. So
yeah.
I feel like I don't have to do much.
Mm-mm.
And sometimes you need some encouragement to go to the gym, to get on the Stairmaster, to do something.
Yeah.
But not often.
Yeah.
And me, I'm pretty stubborn, so it's like.
That's where I was saying you have to kind of figure out where that boundary is with them on what's helpful and what's harmful. And that's where I think asking, just being very blatant and like, how can I help you with this goal? How can I help you with this? Like, what do you need from me?
You can't encourage someone to do something that they don't want to do.
Exactly. So that kind of what's important to them, hearing exactly what they want from you.
Yeah.
And then do that.
That's a good start.
Yeah.
Oh, I know Chris is a big sports fan. Are you AWLs? Yes, I'm an AWL. She is not.
What is an AWL?
AWL is award-winning listener. It's for those who listen to Pardon My Take. It's a Barstool podcast, Pardon My Take.
No, I know. I've heard you guys talk about it.
Yes, me and my siblings all listen to Pardon My Take. I haven't listened to it as much as I normally did since we moved into the house and since I've been working from home, because I used to listen to it on my way to work, on my way home from work, at the gym. Pros and cons to being married to an influencer. There are lots of pros, okay?
And you're like a seasoned veteran with this.
I think I'm pretty good at it now.
Yeah, you are. You're fantastic.
It's cool to hear from you guys, like on YouTube videos who comment about me. It's cool to read about myself, that it's people like me out there. Another pro is our life is documented, so we don't have to take like home videos, because she has all of these videos already ready to go to we want to show our kids.
Yeah.
Tons of pictures, tons of everything. So that's a major pro. Yeah. It's cool to see your significant other be so influential to so many people. You know, she's an influence to me, and she's, had a major impact in my life, but it's cool to know that she's had that same impact on thousands of other people. That's also really cool. Some cons, because there are a few cons.
Yeah. Like with anything.
I guess sometimes it gets a little old, annoying to have to take pictures all the time. It's her job. Like, you have to do it. It's your job. And, I mean, it's just something I'm not used to. If you're not very camera, friendly, it's tough to get to that point where you're super comfortable in front of the camera. It took me a while.
That's also what I would encourage anyone getting into YouTube, social media, whatever. Don't just like go up and assume, like put a camera in someone's face and like assume that they are gonna like that, because I guarantee you half of them will not.
Yeah. So that's
like that. People used to comment, they're like, why isn't Chris in more of your videos? I'm like, because he's not comfortable yet. When he's comfortable, he's in the videos. When he's not in it. I'm not gonna force it. If you try to force it, it's not going to be good.
Yeah.
So let the other people ease into it. And you are way more used to it now.
We've been doing it for 5 years almost. Pros are our life is documented, seeing all these people that she influences, and what was the first one I said?
Oh, you said that you like when people comment saying that you're funny.
Oh yeah, so the cons are having to, like today we were out to dinner, we were on our way to dinner, and she had to take a picture. Like, I just want to get to the table. And then, we have to do things before we can do that sometimes. And that's just what it is.
Yeah.
And also, there are a lot of mean people out there. And I hate seeing mean people on her YouTube. So if you're about to comment something mean, please don't. Because it affects me too.
What made you guys decide to get married relatively young? I'm sure this is probably going to answer a couple other questions in here because I feel like it comes up every time. We've been together since high school. So we had been dating for 8 years. 8 years before we got married. So yes, we did get married young. But if you ask any of our family, friends, they're like, you guys waited a long time. What took so long? You guys waited a long time to get married. We've been together for a very long time. It didn't feel like we got married young because we had been together for so long.
Also, I'm 27.
We didn't rush into it.
I was 27 when we got married.
Yeah. And we didn't rush into it. There was no there was no pressure. It was just when we felt ready. We lived together for a year prior to getting engaged, which was huge for me because I grew up in a divorced family. So I wanted to make sure we could live together. And we just both felt comfortable. We were both ready.
Something we both recommend for couples now.
Yeah.
Living together. If you have the means to do so.
Yeah. I personally think that's important. Obviously, we were brought up in very different household environments, but I just think it's a good thing to do so you kind of know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get my ice cream. You find a question. Ice cream for tonight. Enlightened, brownies, and cookie dough. This is the best Q&A. Blanket, ice cream. You got your bourbon. Which one did you go with?
Old Granddad 114.
Old Granddad.
Old Granddad 114. Someone said, how has it been with Chris going back to the office? I only go back once a week. So it's not serious.
Yeah, I still miss him.
She still miss him. She texted me I go on Wednesdays, and she texted me on Wednesday, at 1 o'clock. I miss you.
I don't know why. I was having also, to be fair, I haven't done that since you've been in the office.
That was the only one.
I was having a rough, this week for some reason has been a little rough for me, but it was fine. I also got home way earlier on Wednesday than I normally do, so I just had all this alone time at home, and I was like, this just feels so weird, but that's right.
Here's a broad question. Mm-hmm. Advice for newlyweds. I say the same thing every time, and it's super cliche, and it's okay. Because a lot of times you find cliche things.
They're cliche for a reason.
Because people say it all the time because it's real. Communication is key, and communicating your feelings. As a guy, it's not easy to share your feelings with anyone, really. You have your close friends that you share your feelings with, but first time sharing your feelings with a female, someone you're in a deep relationship with, a serious relationship with, this is tough to do. And so becoming comfortable with that, sharing how you feel when, one person does something, and when you're upset or when you're really happy, it's a tough thing to do. So get comfortable as soon as you can doing that. If you're not already comfortable as a newlywed, you gotta get comfortable.
Yeah,
quickly.
You gotta get comfortable. You have to be able to
it's not
talk
gonna last
about
unless you're able to freely talk about your emotions.
Yeah, everything. You have to. How do you deal with arguments/disagreements? I feel like this is something we have come very far on since we first started dating, when we were babies.
So I don't know if this is the same kind of scenario as a lot of people, but the first year, no arguments, never fought, nothing.
Literally. Nothing wrong.
The next couple of years,
we made up for it. We
had some arguments, some serious ones, some not so serious ones, some really petty ones.
Yeah.
But then the last couple of years, it's few and far between. Yes, we have disagreements on things, but that's normal. You're two different people.
You'll just be in kind of a bad mood that day, and he just happens to be the person that I'm around all the time. So unfortunately, he kind of takes the heat for that sometimes, and vice versa.
But if we're talking about actual arguments,
actual arguments, were you gonna say? I feel like you're about to say something. I don't want to cut you off.
I'm trying to think of an example of like the last like real argument we had. Oh, okay, sure. So let's be open and transparent. The last argument we had, it was I had recently gotten into bourbon, and
didn't realize
I had bought too many bottles. I had been when I would drink, on the weekends, I would drink too much without realizing it. So I would think I was fine.
He didn't know when to stop, and he thoroughly enjoyed tasting them. So he would just drink more than he thought he was.
And I enjoy bourbon. My goal is to not go and get drunk. But a couple times when I was really getting into it, and I was with some friends and we were sharing, and I got really drunk. And
he also, like most people, when you're past the tipsy point and someone says, "Hey, you're drunk," you're like, "I'm not." I'm fine.
So that was a sticking point because I had done that a few times and not realized it. So the key is, I got up one morning after a night where I threw up, and we had a very serious conversation about what we wanted from each other, and we made compromise.
The one thing I want to add, because I think this was big for just both of us, but not everyone handles arguments the same way in their emotions. Some people want to talk about it right then and there. Other people need some time before having a conversation, or else it will just make it way worse. So I think it's also important to realize that you might go through different feelings at different times than your significant other, and that's okay. Like, you have to kind of meet in the middle that way, because that was the one thing when we were young, like, we would both get super defensive right off the bat, and we found out it was better to kind of take a step back, take a minute, and then come back after you let those initial emotions kind of chill out a bit, so you could sit down and have a constructive conversation rather than just
screaming
defensive, yelling. Yeah, if you're just going to be yelling at one another, you're not going to get anything accomplished. You have to be able to put your emotions aside, whether that's you taking a little bit of time or whatever. Is there a change from dating / living with your partner to marriage? We didn't think so. I don't know if that's because we had been together for so long and because we lived together prior. I feel like there could be a difference if you don't live together before.
Even with our situation, there's not a real difference in our relationship. I don't know if you feel this way, but I get a little sense of, because
confidence?
I got the ring on my finger.
Oh.
I get to say my wife instead of my girlfriend.
Oh yeah, we loved that.
I get to say
he was calling me his wife or fiance prior to us
on
being
sales calls. Yeah. Personally, I felt a little more manly, a little more
confident.
I don't know if that's the right word, but I got a feeling of I made it type of feeling. But in terms of our relationship, I don't think really anything changed.
We had already had all the conversations about kids, finances.
Which is very important to do.
You need to have all those big conversations prior, and I think that will eliminate all of the anxiety or stress or doubt that you might have in your marriage. You need to have those prior. In my opinion, I think you need to have those prior, because those are big life decisions. If you're not on the same page, you can't expect the other person to change in your favor.
Yeah, kids being number one.
Yeah, kids, you need to have those conversations.
Because we've run into people who
are not on the same page.
Not on the same page in terms of kids' finances, where they want to live.
Yeah.
What they want to do long term, and that's just setting up for disaster. So
if you start off on the wrong page, it's really hard to get on the right page.
But overall, really not much of a change between dating, living together, and then being married. In our actual relationship. Oh, did you help pick out your engagement ring, or was all right? So what happened was what happened was the way my bank account's set up. Got the check-ins and savings. Some Kevin Hart for you guys. Her and her mom went out and picked out the style of ring they wanted, or the kind of ring, the kind of setting, and the actual ring.
We sent him 3 options, basically.
Pretty much, she sent me what she wanted.
Yeah.
And then I went in by myself and picked the specific ring out. So they had to build it.
I wasn't involved in any of that. I didn't know the timing. I didn't know anything. I just
went in.
We had conversations. We knew we wanted to get married.
She went in like June.
Yeah.
And then I didn't go in to get the ring until the fall.
This is always so hard. I feel like this also gets asked every time. Favorite memory with each other. The first night we actually hung out, just the two of us. It was like, I was super nervous. He was coming over after I had got done at a track meet. Once again, this was in high school. Yeah. So. I had just got done with a track invitational, and I was like, not put together at all. Like, literally. I
was wearing sweatpants.
Just got home from a track invitational. I was not looking like I hadn't showered.
It was nothing serious.
Yeah, no, nothing serious. And I was so nervous. I was like, he's coming over. It's going to be so awkward. I don't know. I had like snacks and the TV set on. Would it have been HBO? Is that where like all the movies were on?
Yeah, but I don't remember.
Whatever. I had the TV on and like movie options ready to go because I'm like, we're not going to have anything to talk about. This is going to be super awkward. We didn't touch the remote the whole time. We just talked. So like that was a super memorable moment. We randomly were at Lifetime one time in the hot tub.
That's a cool story.
You want to tell it?
Oh yeah, we were sitting in the hot tub at our gym, hanging out. Random day. Mm-hmm. It was in the middle of the day. It was in the middle of the day. It was
no. That was at night because my mom also got mad I didn't answer her call.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I thought this was before my graduation. I'm pretty sure it was in the middle of the day.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm like almost positive it was in the middle of the day because that makes it even more weird that we said what we said.
You might be right.
So okay, so we were at Lifetime, which is an indoor. It was an indoor hot tub. We were sitting on the side. And we both just leaned back. So our feet were in the tub. We were both laying down. At the same exact time, we said, indoor, we said, look at the stars.
And we both immediately looked over like, what?
Why did you say that?
Like,
no, why'd you say it? It was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But that was that was a very memorable time. We still both tell that story all the time to people.
And then our wedding. Our wedding was incredible.
Someone asked a question about our wedding. Like, did we change anything about our wedding? And honestly, I would say no.
I wish my whole family could have been there. But other than that, no.
Yes, because her brothers were stationed in Japan, and there were some issues. So, yes, we would have wished that.
And your Papa Jim.
And my Papa Jim. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
So we just had a couple of family members that couldn't come that we wish could have come. Mm-hmm. But other than that,
it was perfect.
Perfect day. I wish I would have got a better Airbnb for my.
They ended up coming to ours.
I bought an Airbnb thinking it would be better, but it wasn't. Other than that, the wedding itself,
perfect.
We did it. The day was absolutely perfect.
Guys. Could not have gone better.
The advice he kept giving me was that you need to take time to like step back and just enjoy everything. And so that was literally me all day. We just had music playing, and while we were getting our hair and makeup done, it was just like super chill. We're all sitting hanging out. And then they were saying how it just wasn't as stressful.
No.
It was great. It was just a great day.
Literally could not have gone.
The weather was perfect, but it was really good.
Check it out.
Hey.
Do you make goals for your relationship each year? Like how to enhance or deepen it? We don't, that's not like a New Year's resolution thing where we sit down.
Well,
but...
Do you want to tell them about our one New Year's resolution?
No.
Okay, so we had a New Year's resolution this year.
Let me tell you.
And it hasn't happened to where we wanted because of some physical issues.
Oh!
Me too? Why? I had one. I don't know if you've shared your period issues with these people. Have you?
Hey, I'm doing better.
You are. You're doing great. She was having her period like once every 2 weeks. You just wanted to be intimate more. Because that's an important part of a relationship. Is being intimate.
Very important part, and that's the other thing that you need to communicate about when you're married. I feel like it's really common for married couples, the longer we're together, that gets pushed down the priority list, and I know
it needs to be higher.
It's a taboo topic, but you need to prioritize that. Like Chris and I have been very open about if we haven't been intimate in a long time or just spent quality, like actual quality time together, cuddling, watching a movie, like being engaged with one another, you can see the effects on our relationship. We argue more. We get frustrated with each other more. We're not as attentive to the other person. When you're connected on that level more frequently, it keeps you engaged with that other person. It's very important. 100%. But no, we don't set goals.
We don't set relationship goals. No, we have personal goals and we have business goals.
Well,
and we have all
this kind of
stuff.
goes into there's a couple of questions about how do y'all get on the same page with your finances. That's another thing. I would have many conversations, not many conversations. I would make sure you're on the same page prior to getting married, because I think money is one of the top things that causes divorces.
It's probably that and sex is the two most.
Yeah.
So finances are very important. We still could do a better job of our finances. We don't have a very clear budget, which...
You said we still do a better job. You mean could do a better job?
Yes, we still could. I thought that's what I said.
Yes,
We still could do a better job with our finances. We could have a better budget, a more strict budget than we do now.
We're working on something right now.
We're working, yes, our budget's a little strange.
But we never get arguments.
No, that's not something. I mean, honestly...
If it's stuff for the business, unless I'm going to spend a massive chunk, he never asks me, or I don't have to confirm with him what I'm spending on try-ons or anything like that. But if I were to buy a really big thing, I would ask him, hey, what do you think? We would have conversations about anything that's a large charge, not asking permission, just talking through if it's a good idea, if it's really worth it, when's the best time. Once again, just going back to being open and honest. If you're hiding something or feel like you need to hide something, there's a problem there. Whether it's on your side, whether it's on your partner's side, whether it's somewhere in the middle.
I've had conversations about this with some friends, and I have a few friends who do it one way, a few who do it another way, a few who do it a whole different way. We share a personal bank account. That's where all of the groceries go. That's where all of our bills go. That's where stuff I buy. We both buy personally.
Mortgage, yeah.
And so if we're gonna put a charge on that's more than say $500 or $300 or whatever our limit is. I think it's $300.
Yeah, have a conversation about it.
Just mention it at least.
Especially if you're trying to buy a house or trying to save for something significant. If you want to make a big purchase while you're trying to do that, I just think it's best to communicate that before just doing it and hoping it all goes over well.
Yeah, this is the one time I will say ask for permission, not forgiveness.
Oh, yeah.
Because normally I'm an ask for forgiveness, not permission type of guy. Ooh, do you both agree on names for your future kiddos? She has a list, and I think we're on the same page. You gonna share the names?
No.
We have been a fan of these two girl names.
One of them in particular, since 2 years, not even 2 years into us dating. I don't know where we
really liked, and I don't know anyone by that name. I think it's really pretty. It's not obscure or anything.
No, they wouldn't be embarrassed or hate us for naming them that.
And there's names that you can
shorten it to.
Now on the guy side, that's a little bit different. I don't know if we've fully agreed on those names yet.
The first one that we've been.
Which one? I'm falling off that train.
The problem is it's gotten super popular.
It has.
Favorite shows to watch on Netflix or Hulu?
Who used to be Friends in the Office. Those are both gone. Now...
Rude?
The best show on Netflix.
Friends in the Office. What's the other one that we used to watch?
New Girl.
New Girl and Seinfeld.
That is the best.
But that's not on either of those.
Yeah. So our top 3 out of 4 favorite shows are not on Netflix. But New Girl, I will watch on repeat. I think I'm going to start watching it again right now because I forgot about it until now.
See, after watching the Friends reunion, I could really watch me some Friends.
We just watched Friends.
I know.
So no.
That's how I feel with you and New Girl. What's your favorite movie? Speaking of.
My favorite movie of all time?
Someone says favorite show and movie.
Oh, favorite movie of all time? That's such a hard... It might, honestly... if you're talking about a film... Like a masterpiece, a accredited movie, accredited film, then I really like. The name's blanking on me right now.
What is your favorite movie you could watch on repeat without getting sick of it the most?
Or Avengers Infinity War. One of those two. Probably Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, which is the third one.
I think Friends would be my favorite show.
Without a doubt.
Movie is so hard because I don't like rewatching movies.
You don't like movies in general.
No, it's not that I don't like them. I do.
She liked the new Spider-Mans.
Tom Holland is freaking hilarious.
He's a good Spider-Man.
He's fantastic. Sorry, Tobey Maguire, but like.
Andrew Garfield
And I know
was also
that
good. They were all good. I
more
like
accurate with the comics, but Tom Holland is hilarious. I love his character. I also love him in the Avengers. Like his little.
Spider-Man in the Avengers, but
I know, but I'm just saying his like with the group. He's just great. He adds the perfect little spice to that.
he does.
No, honestly, I loved watching the Avengers. I can watch that over and I never get sick of it. But the other one is like. Can I finish?
Infinity War. Can we watch it?
The other one is like.
We're watching.
I hate saying Elf, but that's a movie I can watch every single winter and I love it. Same thing. What's the other Christmas one?
Elf is great. Christmas with the Cranks.
Christmas Vacation. That's the one where they don't go because their daughter's coming home.
No, that's Christmas with the Cranks.
This was
With
the
Tim
people
Allen?
on the internet told me I was wrong last time.
No, that's Christmas.
It's
with
Christmas
the
with
Cranks.
the Cranks. What's
Yes,
Christmas
with Tim
Vacation?
Allen?
Yeah.
That's the old one. With Chevy
Christmas
Chase.
with the Cranks. I love Christmas with the Cranks. Christmas movies I just love.
That's the only real movie that she ever like craves to watch is Christmas movies.
Yeah. I'm not Hallmark movies though. Those aren't my thing. They're all the same. They're literally all the same.
Yeah, no, I don't like Hallmark movies either. The plots are way too similar and it's just so predictable.
Well, sometimes they use the same actors.
They do, yeah.
In case you were wondering, I did indeed finish the entire pint.
Yes,
Oh, wait,
and we
this
have
is
a
interesting.
plate full of food and we just engorge ourselves with food.
Favorite outfit the other wears? I don't know that I know this about you.
What, my favorite outfit? You should. Fall. We're layering a little bit.
It's not fall now.
I'm saying, favorite outfit. My favorite outfit for you is fall weather.
Yeah, okay, I do know.
What do you think it is? Let's see if you're
Well,
right.
I don't know what the bottoms are, but I know it's this jacket that I have.
Yeah! I love it. She's like got this athletic body, okay? She's an athlete, she's tall, lean. I love when she just wears a nice pair of like 3/4 jeans, tight jeans, not mom jeans, tighter jeans, some freaking sneakers. Like
So,
a longer,
Vans,
like
yeah.
a Vans, like
Vans
a longer
or
t-shirt,
Converse.
a t-shirt that has like a scoop, and then a jean jacket.
So I have the...
Oh, love that outfit on her. I tell her to wear this one jean jacket every night.
It's like one of those, it's from Express, like probably 6 or 7 years ago. I have 2 of them. It's a jean jacket, but then it has like a sweatshirt hood and like sweatshirt sleeves. So it shows off my arm definition a little bit, just a little bit. He loves it.
But then when she takes it off and hers like, because like the t-shirts they have, it's not like a regular guy t-shirt. Yeah. It's like t-shirts that go up to like here. It's just super comfortable. It just shows off her like athletic body without having to wear nothing. And it just looks, obviously she looks good and everything, but that's just my favorite. Like if we're going out on a date night,
yeah,
he loves. We're going out to the bar or something. That's
jacket.
Boom. That over a dress, any day.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Yours, your pants from Lulu. What are those called? Chinos.
Yeah.
Like those kind of pants. He has a blue pair, and his ones from Lulu fit really, really good. Are they the ABCs or the commissions that you get now? Yeah, commission slims with your brown leather shoes, the little slip-on ones.
Okay.
What are those called?
No, they're not slip-ons.
They're not loafers.
No,
are they loafers?
You're talking about my nice ones, like my dress shoes, like
no,
my
I'm talking
double
about
monks.
Those or the loafers. I like both.
Those are loafers then.
Okay, so one of those, they're just brown leather shoes, and then some kind of like not super dressy or anything, just like a little button up. I love.
It better be that because every time I go to work, that's what I wear. And every time I leave, she's like, oh.
when he leaves for work, he has a golf shirt on, like tucked in with his belt and his pants and his little cute shoes with the little double buckle, and I'm like, ooh, you look cute.
Yeah, I was hoping you would say me in a Hawaiian shirt because I am addicted to the Hawaiian shirts.
I also love those. But that's what I'm saying with your, like that
Jeans
outfit.
and the Vans? Or
Yeah.
what? Or the one we wore at the photo shoot?
Yes, love
With my
that.
loafers, my blue pants.
I love that.
Yeah. Good
All
stuff.
right.
That is going to be it for the video. Right as we went to record the outro, it said my memory card was full, so I currently have the camera plugged in, exporting. But that is it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully we answered a lot of your questions.
Hopefully we were insightful.
What was your favorite question?
Favorite question? Maybe the last one.
Outfits?
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I feel like we answered a lot. But we will see you in the next video. Hope you have a great rest of your day.